Join us today for the Ferguson HVAC Day and Night Dealer Marketing Plan Overview webinar with Jennifer Bagley, CEO of CI Web Group. All lines will be muted to prevent any background noise today. At the end of the presentation, we will be taking any questions from the audience if there are any. After the presentation, we'll be sending the presentation video link to everyone that registered for the webinar. Jennifer, you can begin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you are doing fantastic. I just realized I can upload a file for you, so I have that loading as we speak. All right, you guys. So today's session, we're going to go right into how the Day and Night Preferred Dealer Program works. We're going to dive into some of the samples of sites that have been launched, as well as some of the results, and help you guys get a feel for how the program works, how to qualify. This is truly a unique and special opportunity for any of those dealers that are interested in applying and are qualified to be able to take a spot inside this program. That being said, there are a limited number of spots. They can't do this for everybody. There's no way they can. So for those dealers that wind up applying and qualifying and being able to participate, you guys are truly at a competitive advantage amongst all of your peers in your marketplace. The program's been put together in conjunction with Day and Night, which is the preferred manufacturer, Ferguson, our distributor, and CI Web Group, which we manage the digital marketing aspects of the program itself. First things first, out of the gate, one thing that is it's first and foremost is really what we focus on in year one is getting you guys into a new website, and not just a new website, but getting it into the top of the line website for your brand and marketplace, and making sure that you are set and ready to succeed. This is really your home base. It's where everybody goes. It's where everything converts. It's the only asset you have that works 24/7, 365. Your website is either working for you, hurting the business, or it's not working at all. We need to move it into a position that is going to help you grow. The majority of sites, I'm showing you one example because I want you to get an idea of the difference. So I took one website on the left-hand side, which is the before site. On the right-hand side, I have the new site. When we're designing these sites, we know HVAC. We know it inside and out. We also know the consumers, how they search, what's important to them, how they make their buying decisions. You know, I'm a speaker, so I have the opportunity to stand in front of thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people on an annual basis, and I get to ask them, as a consumer, how do you shop? How do you buy? And everyone says the same thing. I get an audience of 100 people, and I'm going to get 99 hands that say, I go online, I do a search on Google, I do a search on Google. What do you do after that? Well, I look them up. I look at the reviews, and I look at their website. What do you do if a website looks like this? Keep looking. You guys, the ability to sell the products and services under your umbrella, whether it's new air conditioning system, new heating system, a heat pump, indoor air quality, products as well. You guys, it's not a small purchase. It's not something that the average consumer is exciting about having to spend money on. They're also not very trustworthy of contractors. No different than you guys are probably not trustworthy of digital marketing companies. I get that. So I have to earn your trust. No different than you got to set yourself in a position to earn a potential prospect, a customer, their trust. And it doesn't matter how they find you. We even find that when a referral comes in, so let's say you have an existing client and they refer their brother, their sister, their mother, a lady from their office, and they're going to go through the same process. They're still going to go to your website. They're still going to check your reviews, and they're going to see if they feel comfortable. So when we build the site, what we're looking for out of the gate, and I'm going to jump out of this. We're going to go straight in and look at some actual live sites so you can see those. When someone gets there, they need to know who you are, what you do, where you do it, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you. What do other people think of you? We can't make them look for that. We can't make them travel. We can't make them look hard. We can't make the consumer have to search for the very things they need to make a decision. As we go through the site, you'll notice that the sites are designed with some flair, more like a magazine. So content is important for Google, but the site's design, it's got to be clean and clear. We've got to make sure that it's interactive. We have to make sure that if consumers here, there's things they can do that are going to help them make a decision. Whether it's being able to calculate their savings, being able to review what your clients are saying, being able to troubleshoot an issue, being able to determine if there's trust, if there's financing options available, if you have a maintenance plan available. And no matter where they travel on that website, they have all the information they need. There's always a place to convert. We've got to make it easy for them. I'll show you another site, and one thing that I love that Dan Knight and Ferguson have done has been to ensure that every website is created with the brand of the business at heart. It's your brand. So there are elements on a website that we have that are similar from site to site to site. Why are they similar? Because we know what works. Every year we learn and learn. We've got data that produces different information, and it tells us what we should do different. What they allow us to do is to be able to brand that site so it highly references, it highly reflects your business. It's your brand. But it gives you the ability to promote your business in a different light, to make sure that your site is stand out from everyone else's. Again, who we are, what we do, where we do it, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you, how to reach you. Phone numbers are click to call, license numbers are apparent, troubleshooting options. Every single one of these elements allows consumers to be able to quickly understand who you are, what you do, where you do it, and how to reach you. We don't hide things that are important. We don't need consumers to have to dig. Again, do you offer financing? If they want to go to Hawaii or they want to get a new heating and air conditioning system, we have to make sure that it's clear they can do both. Again, the ability to calculate their savings for a higher efficiency system. I love the fact that our dealers that are using their websites, you guys, the way our dealers present is different. They learn to present using their website because they actually have something that can help them present a value proposition that's going to make a consumer move forward. So instead of flyers and brochures and pamphlets, they're able to take an iPad, pull up their own website, and talk about the financing options, talk about their maintenance plan options, talk about what SARE is, why it's beneficial, how come having a higher efficiency system is going to be a better choice for their home, how it's going to reduce their overall expenses. They're able to talk about what customers think of them. Why do other clients love them? They can sign up for a newsletter. They build their database. And our dealers, they're always recruiting. As your business grows and these marketing things produce better and better results, we want to make sure you're always recruiting. You're always gathering more applications for new prospects to service more customers. That's an important part that I noticed often gets missed. So again, another design, this is from Millar Heating and Air Conditioning. So every design has core fundamental elements that are necessary to be able to convert a new prospect, convince them to do business with you, gain additional trust. But in addition to that, you'll see that the branding is consistent with the brand of the business. Now what you'll notice is on all of our client sites, they have another piece of functionality. This is included in the program. This is an online scheduling system. It's an entire CRM that allows you to have a customer come to the site, and no matter where they travel throughout the entire website, there's a web form. The web forms are conversion forms that go into a database that you can sort and sift and tag. You can import, you can export. You can easily send an email message to all of the contacts or to some based on tags. You could send a text message notification directly from the system saying, hey, as a reminder, it's time to change your air filters. If you don't want to do it yourself, sign up for our maintenance plan. We'd be happy to take care of that for you. Hey, you guys, it's time for your seasonal tune-up. Winter's coming. Let us come do that fall tune-up for you, and you can send it in a text message. In addition to that, you have the ability to utilize the scheduling system for sales. So if somebody wants to talk to you, let's say the average consumer doesn't get to take care of their own honey-to-do list, right? This is Joe and Mary, and they've got 3 kids, and they're busy with soccer practice and baseball practice and school and enrollment, and it's Halloween, so we got to buy pumpkins. Their list is huge. They don't get to this list having to take care of their own home, their own tasks, until everybody's asleep, kitchen's clean, dishes are done, and finally they say, you know what? Shoot, we were supposed to contact somebody about our air conditioning system or our furnace. It gives somebody the ability at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, to be able to come to your website, schedule a time to talk to you about an estimate tomorrow on their lunch break, or Thursday, first thing in the morning when they get into the office. They can put in their information. You guys will get a request for an appointment. This is a 30-minute phone call. All you're doing is allowing the customer to plan time to talk to you. Well, you'll call them tomorrow at 2:30 for a 30-minute phone call to discuss a new estimate they need for a new system. We have to make it easy for consumers to do business with this. They're too busy for anything that's not easy. If they have to work too hard, look too long, we lose them. So this is a great piece of functionality when you're looking at the site. Everything that is inside one of these sites, it's included inside the program, depending on which plan, depends on how many you get. So when we build a website, yes, you get the CRM system, you have an online scheduling system, which includes the ability to do email marketing. You also have the ability to do text message marketing. You have a troubleshooter that's engaged in your site that allows people to determine what's wrong. If my air conditioning is not working, why? Is the battery turned? Is the battery working? Is the thermostat turned on? Is the breaker working? So we can help you and the consumer be able to identify what's wrong, and if it's something simple they can fix. What we don't want is you going out to do a service call, flipping a battery, or changing a battery, sending them a bill and getting a negative review because they don't want to pay for that. It was something simple. You also receive the troubleshooter, an integrated blog, an FAQ page, a SARE calculator, the HVAC terminology. In addition to that, in every website, we make sure that you have a handful of promotions. So I think it varies by plan that you guys are in, but the minimum is 3. So different promotional graphics, you guys can use these on your website, your social media platforms. You can use them in other areas as well. In addition to that, I'll show you real quick. Terminology area, this is pretty simple. This is basically an entire list of all of the acronyms you guys tend to use frequently. I have my own list for my own business. And every one of the acronyms, if this word is used anywhere on a website, then it's going to have an on-hover display of what it means. We got to make it easy for people to be able to figure this stuff out. In addition to that, you'll have a complete FAQ page. And inside the FAQ page, they can go through and they can answer a lot of those questions independently to hopefully save you some time and give them some information that they're looking for and searching for online already. In addition to that, I've showed you the SARE calculator. Let's see here. So the ability to schedule service, the ability to request an estimate, and depending on what kind of content you have, when you get started with a new website, we're going to do 100% content transfer from your existing website to your new website, as long as it's not duplicate content or something that could hurt you. So we have had instances where somebody comes, they've got content on their existing website that is unusable. In that instance, we can't transfer that. But everyone does receive 6 pages of content that's included. Day and Night and Ferguson are taking care of that for you. So we can at least make sure that you have your primary air conditioning and primary heating pages in unique content that's written from scratch, well written for search engines as well as for consumers. In addition to that, if you don't have content for it, that's not an issue. So starting off, we'll make sure you have a page on your website that says our services, everything you sell will be listed on this page, so at least consumers can see you have it. Does it help you from an SEO standpoint? No, because there's no content for us to get indexed by Google. However, the consumer can see that you offer these services. So you'll notice as we drill into any of these top level pages, you're going to see all of the services that they sell, even though only the 3 that are included in the plan have content on them. These don't have content on them yet. Should you add content? Absolutely. Is that something you can add on as another service? Absolutely. We can take care of that for you. But out of the gate, you have the basics, right? You've got air conditioning service and repair, air conditioning installation and replacement, air conditioning maintenance and tune-up. Should those be 6 pages instead of 3? Yes, but we'll get there, right? This has to happen in steps and stages. Same thing with heating. Heating service and repair, heating installation and replacement, heating maintenance and tune-up. There's other phrases that are important to have in there, but you need to add them over time. Everybody needs everything, but we have to grow into it. It takes a minute. So another example of another site, their own brand. Included in every website is also the ability to integrate a newsletter. You may not have an email marketing plan that you have implemented right now, but it's very smart to get signed up for an email marketing system. Start collecting that information. I've had a few people, they've said, well, Jen, I don't think anybody reads email newsletters. I was like, well, put sign up on there. If no one signs up, then you're good. But if they do sign up, I think they're expecting to receive something. So never make your own personal decisions on what you think. Put it out there. See if it works. I do know that they sign up. I do know that they put in their information. You guys have to remember, every consumer is at a different buying stage. If you have someone that's out there shopping for new homes and they've looked at 3 houses and all 3 houses that's got an old system in it, they absolutely will sign up for offers and promotions that are outside of the website because they're in a 6-month buying process or a 3-month buying process for a new home, and they want to make sure that they get any promotions that are coming available as they get closer to that closing date for their new home. It's not all emergencies. All right, so some other core things as far as the website goes. You guys, you don't have to tell us much, right? We know your industry extremely well. We work very closely with your TSMs, area sales managers, and GMs, the manufacturer, the distributor. We know the marketplace inside and out. So it makes it easy for us to be able to make this kind of a transition to a new website. And you don't have to remind us of things. You don't have to tell us the simple things. Okay, you just have to tell us the things that are unique to your business. Are the websites mobile responsive? Absolutely. No one should have a website on the internet today that doesn't work on a cell phone. That's silly. Everyone carries a cell phone. So all the websites are mobile responsive. Depending on which plan that you are engaged in, we do other things, such as making sure your website is set up with accelerated mobile pages, which is called AMP, or schema markup, which displays your review counts on your website as well as in a Google search with stars. So there's other things we do even on top of everything I've talked about. Your website, your online scheduling system, your CRM system, which includes your email system, your text messaging system, 3 slider designs that are custom for your business, the 3 promotional graphics custom for your business. In addition to that, your SARE calculator, your troubleshooter, your FAQ, your terminology area. What am I missing? Integrated blog. Everything you need to market your business is included in this package. It's huge, huge opportunity. So that being said, let's go into what's next. So your first year in the program is heavily, heavily focused on your website. But but wait, that's not all. Okay, so but wait, that's not all. In addition to that, they're also contributing to some marketing efforts in year 1. The infrastructure. What I say is this is it's like telling your kids to clean their room. You got to do it. These are things you got to have in place in order to effectively market your business. Do we have a tremendous amount of energy going into these in year 1? No, because so much energy is going into the website, but there's enough. The infrastructure is there. The branding is there. They're going to be active. And in year 2, you're going to be prepped and ready to take names. So, social media. In addition to the website, you also receive an entry-level social media marketing plan. And I will tell you, the way that Ferguson and Day and Night have constructed this, an entry-level plan is better than any big plan that I've seen that's out there. These guys are actually allowing us to custom design images and to make these messages drive dealers back to your website, not back to their own website. I see a lot of different programs out there where they're driving people back to the manufacturer website, to a dealer locator. You guys, this is for you. So some of the kinds of graphics that come out, we're doing things that are more emotionally evocative, trying to, attach to the human emotions of feeling comfortable in family and home. We're also making sure that special promotions or financing options are also going out. And then in addition to that, you guys, it's social media. We got to be funny. We got to be humorous. We have to be cute. We have to be engaging. And so we'll have some things out there that are just fun. I say everybody loves babies, puppies, and kittens, so got to figure out a way to make them somehow connected to HVAC. I had one of the dealers, our social media team did a design. It was a lady looking at an aisle of wine in a grocery store, and she said, looking for a great wine to pair with my allergy medication, indoor air quality. It was really good, but the amount of activity and connections and shares and likes, it's not easy to get somebody to like an HVAC page to begin with. It's not like it's a really exciting, business. So making it fun and seeing people engage with these posts it's exciting to see that. It's exciting to see consumers connecting with content. So the content our social media team does a really great job of pulling this stuff together, branding it for you, and getting people engaged. So it gives you some examples. Okay, this is one of my favorites. So I have two favorites. This is huge, 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 and this starts day one. There are 60 primary local listing accounts, local business listings, Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages, City Search, Merchant Circle, Google Business, Bing, Yahoo listings, all of these map sites. These are huge, huge wins if done well for any business that has a local marketplace. What's included in this is set up the subscriptions, optimization, adding and changing attributes, suppressions of negative stuff, meaning somebody tries to snag one of your listings. So we see it, we get rid of them, boom, move them down. Also, real-time reviews notifications. We monitor all 60 accounts for you. Every time you get a review, you get a real-time notification. Why? Because it's your job to respond. You have to reply. That's your job. There's a whole bunch of things anybody can do, somebody else can do. That's your job. You've got to encourage good behavior. You have to have a formal process for generating new leads and opportunities. And rewarding positive reviews is huge. So I'm showing you, actually, you know what? This is from, I want to say 2 months ago. Month and a, when was I there? So it's about a month old. So this is a screenshot of the dealers that are participating. So I took 20 dealers participating in the program, just as a sample, and gave the benchmark. So we have done 20, this is 20 HVAC dealers. We've done 652 attribute changes. We have 1,288 local listings live. We've done 652, that's updates, same thing. 471 duplicate suppressions. At this time when I pulled this report, we had 782 get directions requests, 1,984 phone calls, 3,945 website clicks, over 7,200 profile views, over 84,000 views on search, 25,000 views on the map. But I want you to look at the graphs, you guys. When we get dealers into the program, they're all in the same place. They all start kind of, at zero. They have nowhere to go but up. I have actually never had an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, any contractor company come in and have this down, even if they were previously paying another agency to manage their local listings, quote unquote. So let's go look at a real-time report because I want you to be able to see the difference. So this was from about 2 months ago when I was in Ontario. So same listing. So this is 20 dealers, 661 attribute changes. We've now updated the listing 17,622 times. We have over 99,000 views on search, 27,000 views on map, 2,193 phone calls directly to our dealers, 4,200 clicks to their website. Let's just go look at, that's all time since they've been enrolled. Let's look at the last 30 days. In the last 30 days, spread across 20 dealers, we've had 63 get directions requests, 276 phone calls, 427 website clicks. You guys, this is one directory listing out of 60 each. In addition to that, I'm just looking at branded queries versus unbranded queries. What that means is out of all of the requests that are coming in, 37,000 in the last 30 days have came in because of an unbranded query. That means that the consumer didn't know your company name. They did a search for a search term like air conditioning repair, air conditioning, heating, air conditioning contractors, heating and air conditioning supplies, heating contractors, air conditioning services, AC installation, air conditioner, heating and air conditioning. These are all of the search phrases that are used the most. And that means someone was organically looking for a search, and 37,000 of the inquiries came because of an organic search, not because they knew a client's name. That's a beautiful number. I want to see that. This also gives us a lot of insight. So we're able to tell our dealers when their phone rings. We've had some dealers where we're like, you need to stay open an hour longer because the majority of your phone calls come in between 5 and 6 p.m. and you're closing your doors at 5, or sending it over to a call service at 5 and not converting them. So in here, we can track everything down to the calls by hour. We can also see how are consumers looking. So what we notice is when it comes to Wednesday, Thursday, those are heavy, heavy searches on people's mobile phones because they're almost always at work. Whereas on the weekends, Monday, Friday, I think they're playing hooky because the majority of searches are coming from their computers. So there's other things that are important information to see. Let's look at a 90-day trend since the weather's changing a little bit. So this is in, I think the majority of you guys are cooling down depending on where you're located at. So let's look at 90 days. So in the last 90 days, same 20 dealers, 729 phone calls, 1,354 website clicks, 2,100 profile views, 4,200 views on search, 81,000 unbranded queries that are bringing people to their local listings. You guys, this isn't even their website. These are only the local listings. So huge, huge opportunity. I'm going to go back to all time because, again, I want you, this program hasn't been around for a long time, right? We're in year 2 right now, depending on when you're listening to this. But it's the same. This is where people start. Normally, a small business is not using local listings as a part of their marketing. They're not using it to make that phone ringing to get new prospects, but consumers use local listing directories all the time to find what they need. That's a mismatch. If consumers are looking there and you're not using it, that's a problem. So with the program, that problem has been squashed. All done. All right. Let's go. So that's local listings. I love this. I love it. I love it. Next, search engine optimization. So I'm just going to show you some highlights. When we first started the program, we got 290 phrases on page 1 of Google for the participating dealers. Generated 126 leads. Now going into year 2. So I'm taking the same 20 dealer benchmark, right? I'm using just the 20 dealers as an example. In 2017, we had a goal of getting 478 phrases ranked on page 1 of Google. I'm happy to say the second year of the program, we got 4,545 page 1 results. That is beautiful. We got 1,487 number one on an organic search, number one listing results. What that nets between local listings and search engine optimization for those 20 dealers, 2,250 calls from local listings, 5,361 or 68 web forms. Remember I showed you those CRM forms? There were 5,368 CRM forms that were filled out on the dealer's websites. There were 2,114, over 214,000 clicks to their websites. To give you some benchmarks around this, what we're not tracking is phone calls that come directly from the website. What we're not tracking is the other 60 or 59 local business listings that we don't have the ability to capture those phone calls yet. This is one primary local listing out of the 60, and these are only the web form conversions. So it's easy to say that this is a modest results because it's the data we have available. It's what we can capture and we can show accurately because of analytics, because the information it comes back to us from the reporting site. Now, inside this, I have to bring this up because it's incredibly important for you dealers. There is an extreme difference. If I take that 20 dealer sampling and I look at leads coming into, phone calls being made, click-throughs to websites, forms being completed for those dealers that have 20 or more Google Plus reviews with an average rating of 4.5 or higher, you're talking 10 times the number of leads. So when you Google your business, and this is where you've got to play a role in this. It's really important. You've got to play a role in it. When you Google your company name, there's a little map that shows up on the right-hand side. If that map says no reviews, no stars, negative stars, 2 stars, 2 reviews, you're out. Even if we got you on 100 phrases on page 1 of Google, if those stars aren't there to support that other people love you, the consumers are out. And it's not even an arguable fact because they never called. Even if you got a referral from a friend, a family member, an existing client, a past client, if they refer them and they go look at your company online, if those reviews aren't up to par, the consumer is out and you will never know that you lost the business because it never came in. So I have to be really firm about this, you guys. We have to play a mutual role in ensuring that all of the efforts that are put into your marketing program, you equally are participating by having a formal process and a formal system, and we have a solution for you. So it's not too hard, it's not too difficult, it can be done, and I can show you hundreds of scenarios where we've taken dealers that have came to the table that had 1 review, 1 negative review, and now have hundreds of positive reviews and growing, thriving businesses with year-over-year sustaining progress in their overall sales. I can show you hundreds of examples of that. There is no excuse other than I just don't want to do it. The systems are there. You don't need anything fancy. It's just a change in behavior and a change in process to get these reviews up. We do this, you're sitting in the top 10% of the leads that are coming in online. So that's my caveat. That's where we need your help. You're the one in the consumer's home. You're the one working with the dealers day in and day out. That's your baby. Our baby is to take that review and leverage it where you need it. Make sure that it's helping you produce new customers. Okay, so I've covered some of what's included, but let me go through the program, and I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to take you straight to a program overview. Your TSM has access to this, so they can pull it up with you and go over it. This is how the program works. There are 3 different commitment levels. Okay, this is basically your commitment to sell X amount of dollars in day and night equipment sales. It's this simple. They have not made this difficult. They have made this easy. $50,000 to $100,000 in day and night equipment sales, and you will qualify or could qualify for the standard plan. Your investment is $3,000. This is everything you're getting. This is what Ferguson and Day and Night are taking care of for you. If you can sell between $100,000 and $250,000, you can apply for the Elite plan. Your investment is $4,500. This is everything that they're covering. You can't bid out this plan. I've had lots of people try it. It's funny. I'm like, go ahead, bid it out. Get somebody else to quote this exact same thing and let's see what they come up with. It's almost impossible. I've never seen one come back and everybody's came back and said, okay, I can't find anybody to do that for $4,500 because Ferguson and Day and Night are putting so much of the energy and effort behind this. You guys really win. Okay, Platinum, $250,000 or more in Day and Night equipment sales. Boom, $6,000 investment by you guys. And you guys, these investments, they're broken out. So you got to talk to your sales rep about it. They're broken out over a couple payments. So talk to them, work out the details, and apply. Because when they run out of spaces, they're out of spaces. That's it. So Platinum program, this is what's included. So there's so much included. We can't fit everything on here, but to give you some highlights, just as a summary, website design and development and 100% content transfer from your existing site, that is included on all of them. In addition to that, hosting, maintenance, backup, support, that's included on all of them. By the way, this by itself, that's $1,200 a year if you were to pay for that outside of the program. Website admin hours, if you're in the Elite or the Platinum program, web admin hours essentially means somebody from our team is going to contact you, or you can contact us and say, hey, I want to update my promotions, or I want a banner for October because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I want a big pink banner. We're going to do something special for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And you've got time. These hours roll over month over month over month. So if you save up 3 hours and you want to have some graphics designed, or even if you need a brochure, or you need a postcard you want to mail out, as long as it's changes to your website or design hours, you guys can use those hours. So that's huge. You got a marketing person that can take care of things. Website refresh plan. No website lasts forever. As much as I love what we're doing right now, 2 years from now I'm not going to love it because we're going to learn something new. Technology is going to change. So the way they've constructed the program, it's a 2-year agreement. Year 1, heavily focused on your website with some marketing efforts as well. Year 2, heavily focused on increasing the number of phrases that you guys rank for and increasing the leads and opportunities. Year 3, you guys continue in that program. You get a brand new website. Your business is going to change. Technology is going to change. Consumer habits are going to change. We're going to know more because we have another 2 years worth of data, and we're going to put you into an upgraded piece of technology with more bells and whistles than we already have. And it's just part of the plan. CRM system, online scheduling system. I can't list everything this has in there. You can take payments online. You can send text message campaigns. You can send email campaigns directly from the system. When you first get started with it, you're probably just going to use forms. But stay with it. Keep learning. Keep coming to those strategy sessions. Keep attending training and learn all the other functionality that's included in here. Powerful system. You get 1 user, 2 users, 3 users. If you need to add more users outside of the program, you absolutely can. Local listings, setup, optimization, marketing, 40 accounts, 50 accounts, 60 plus accounts included. I've got some accounts, we've got 70 local listings that have been set up for them. This is where I was showing you the number of clicks, the number of leads, the number of profile views, and so forth. That's huge. That's huge. All right. Real-time reviews notification, that's included in all packages. Google Business Listing Optimization, that's that map. That's your gold mine. We're going to help you make sure you have ownership, and I'll tell you that's the hardest thing out of the gate. The startup process of this is not fun, only because most of you guys are not organized with logins and passwords and ownership and access to your websites, your local listing sites, your social media sites. So this is a, you just got to suck it up. I'm sorry. You have to get through the setup process with us. We're going to help you get organized. We're going to help you make sure you have admin access to all of the things that you need. Google Business Listings is one of them. It is a pain, but you got to do it. You can't leave your Google Business Listing, that map that's visible to everybody, sitting out there for anybody to claim, anybody to take it over, anybody to leave something negative. The impacts on your business, it's massive. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's never okay to not own your company's digital assets online. You must do this. Very, very important. Facebook. Is it a really, really, golden Facebook marketing? You got, are you doing boosting and advertising? No, but you know what? You're not going to lose business because of it. It's going to have content that's relevant and current. And when somebody goes to your Facebook account, they're going to know you're alive and in operation and working well. And if you guys want to participate and add to the content that we post, you absolutely should. That'll help further improve the results. In addition to that, if you're on the Elite program or the Platinum Elite program, we also do Twitter posting for you. So we'll take the content we designed for your Facebook, we'll add it to your Twitter account, another network, another funnel for potential leads. If you add blog content and you're on the Platinum Elite program, we'll also post that out to your Facebook account. We've added something new this year for the dealers that enter into the Platinum Elite program. You are going to get our Nearby Now reviews system and optimization, which when we were talking about being able to put in a process to formally generate new reviews, positive reviews, and position your company in a positive light in front of those people that are looking for your products and services, this is the system. If you're in the standard program or the Elite program, whether it's included or not, I highly recommend you add it. That alone is $300 a month. It's included in the Platinum Elite program. It's huge. It's a third-party application that we have learned to manage extremely well and to get it to produce additional results for organic search placement in other locations and so forth. Search engine optimization. This is the number of target locations. So 1, 2, and 3. These are the number of key phrases included in your plan. In year 1, 15, 20, 25. In year 2, these numbers double. So we don't have to build a website in year number 2. So that's why we're able to do that. In addition to that, you guys, everything is transparent. Everything is transparent. You can see what stage we are with all of your projects at any given time. A complete account summary can be sent any given time. You can see your rankings, your traffic. You can see your analytics. You've got access directly to the back end to be able to track and use those systems yourself. Or we send you the reports via email. It's actually both. So you get the reports via email. Nothing is under the wool or under the covers to not be seen. You can see everything. So, you guys, you should apply. It's really that easy. Here's the process. You can reach out to us directly or go through your TM, talk to them, and they can make the referral to us. By the way, this is simple. If you do 3 new installs, you're making money even past your investment. It's simple. All right, so here's how to get started. Contact your TM, or you can send us an email to ferguson@ciwebgroup.com, or if you're really bold, go complete the application. If you're ready to go, and this answered enough questions for you to be able to apply and secure your spot, or at least try to secure your spot, I recommend going and applying online right now. You can do that at ciwebgroup.com/DN, as in day and night. ciwebgroup.com/DN. Grab your phone, take a picture of this slide. That's how to get started. When you apply, we will reach out to the management team over at Ferguson day and night. Make sure you're qualified. We'll get you an answer. If you are allowed to participate in the program, what level you're allowed to participate at if you don't already know, or you can ask your TM in advance, tell them which one you want to do. And once you submit that application, you're going to get an email, and it looks like this. So it's going to say, thank you for signing up for the program. We've received your application. It tells you that we're going to go ask for permission or find out if you're approved to participate. We'll let you know either way. It gives the terms of the Ferguson Air Cooled and Day and Night program. tells you what you submitted. So this would be your details. Okay, if you want us to do an evaluation before you apply, meaning you want us to look at your digital presence right now and see where you sit, just send an email to Ferguson at CI Web Group and say, I need an eval. And what you'll get is an email that looks like this. So it is, and it'll give you a link to the application as well. It's going to say, thanks for your interest. The next steps are to complete the application. It'll have some notes from our sales team and business analyst team. It'll go over the program outline again. And in addition to that, it's going to have our team's evaluation of your site. So it's going to tell you how many pages do you have, how's your website work, are you missing things, what are you missing, what do you have, what's working, what's not working, what's the quality of the website. It'll give you links to our reports so you can see all of the reports that we've ran on your website to get that information. These are third-party reports that we use. And then we have our analysts decipher additional things that the reports can't see. We'll also check into your domain. Make sure you guys own your domain name. Very important. Very, very important. We'll do an evaluation on your content and your search engine optimization, telling you, what you have, what you're missing, what you need. You'll also have a report that'll tell you some other important things. Do you have duplicate content? Do you have things that could cause penalties? We'll also do a full strip down of your entire website, including the search engine optimization of it. And I'm just going to show you this really quick because I want you to see the level of detail our guys do. So this particular dealer, they were paying for a search engine optimization program with another company. I want you to, what this is showing their page titles, their descriptions, the metadata, and the keywords on their website. It's blank. There's nothing. These guys have been paying for search engine optimization for years, only to find out that nothing has been done. So when I say transparent, we pull this report on our clients. We use it to better our clients. We pull it on their competitors so that we can see how things are labeled, what kind of content do they have, how long is the content, how many links do they have, inbound links, outbound links. So if you want to compete, you got to get into the nitty-gritty to figure out what does someone else have, who's where I want to be, and how do I do better? How do I do better? So that report alone, very valuable, time-consuming to produce, but very valuable. Also, we'll go through, we'll do an evaluation of your local listings, your overall digital marketing. So for example, a local listings report, it'll scan all of your locations and it'll tell you what's wrong. Are we missing listings? Do you have wrong company names, wrong addresses, wrong phone numbers? Do you have review issues? So that's a really valuable report as well. In addition, we have a report called a haystack report, which this is giving, I'm not logged in, I'm not doing that, but this is giving you an overview of your kind of 60,000 foot view, your website, your local, your search, your social, your pay-per-click, your content, how long your domain's been out there. There's so many different elements. This entire program is based on a philosophy, a system that we've built called the 12-step roadmap to achieve accelerated results. It's about doing the right thing in the right order at the right time. What Ferguson and Day and Night have done is they've came together with us and they've said we're going to contribute to a heavy piece of these dealers. We want to set them up to win from day one. Is it everything? Absolutely not. Do you need to keep adding? Do you need to add additional content? Are there other things you should do? Absolutely. But as far as the infrastructure goes, I've never seen a better program organized with the fundamentals of what it takes to compete in today's market with today's consumers online. It's what you need. So step number 1, covered in the plan. Step number 2, you get 6 pages covered in the plan. You should add more content. Step 3, covered in the plan. Step 4, covered in the plan. Step 5, covered in the Platinum Elite plan. Anybody not on Platinum Elite, you should add it. Step 6, entry level, covered in the plan. Step 7, entry level, covered in the plan. Blogging, you should add it. Email and text marketing, it's covered in step 3. You just got to use it. Step 10, 11, 12, not in the plan. Are they important? Yes. When we come out to do our dealer meetings, you guys show up clean, branded, get your best shirt on, fix your hair that day, and be ready, because we usually have a videographer with us. And if we're out one of the dealer events and you've been fortunate enough to get an invitation, you guys show up looking good and be ready to get on camera. Because while we're there, we do a lot of free little stuff while we're at the event. And if you can get on camera and get a couple videos knocked out while we're there, that is a smart thing to do. Other than that, it would be great to have our videographer out for a full day, let them do an entire video shoot, create a day's worth of content, convert that content. These are all things you can add. It depends on how aggressive you want to be. If you're comfortable in growing slow and where you're at, then stick with the program. If you want to continue to grow and progress and work smarter and not harder, then keep adding to the program in addition to what, all the things that are included in Ferguson and Dan Knight's plan. And then once you're in the program, this is your mindset. This is a winning mindset. We're all on the W's, right? What's working? Do more of it. What's not working? Reallocate it to something that is. If you're spending money on stuff and you know it's not working, don't just do it to be doing something. Reallocate it to something that is. If you want to know what you should reallocate it to, talk to us. We can help you. If you have accrual funds that you've earned and you want to know how can I best use these to get the highest leverage impacts on my business, ask us and we'll help route you. And what's next? What am I not doing that I should be doing? And keep adding. That winning mindset means that you keep evaluating. What are you going to keep doing, start doing, stop doing, keep doing, start doing, stop doing? Successful entrepreneurs, successful business owners stay in that mind frame, and there is not a day that goes by that they aren't thinking, what do I need to keep doing? What has it's an HLA, a high leverage activity. What do I need to start doing? What do I need to stop doing? With that, I hope that this is helpful in understanding the opportunity that you guys have available to you. If you've been invited to listen to this presentation, that means you're on the list. That's good stuff. So take advantage. If you want the evaluation, again, email us at ferguson@cowebgroup.com. If you guys are clean and clear and I got to do this, this is my infrastructure, I got to get my home in order, then sign up. Apply online. You can do that at cowebgroup.com/DN. With that, Miss Marshall, are there any questions I need to get to before we wrap up?
Jennifer Bagley, I think you were crystal clear for this audience. Good job.
Fantastic. All right, you guys, talk to your TMs, and let's rock and roll. 2018 is right around the corner, depending on when you're listening to this, and let's make an impact. With that, thanks so much from Jennifer Bagley, Patrick Carr, Kathy Marshall, and the entire CI Web Group team. I appreciate you taking time to invest in your business instead of on your business. Thanks again.